When in the course of human events, it comes to pass necessary to dissolve the political, economical, social, religious and traditional bands which have failed or limited our humanity. To assume among the powers of this planet, the separate and equal station to which the laws of nature and the realms of natural evolution have entitled them. A decent respect to the opinions of mankind requires that they should declare the causes which impel them to the separation. We hold these truths to be with the evidence here provided, that all men are born equal, that they are endowed by their humanity with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty and the pursuit of happiness. Whenever any form of government, institution or religious doctrine becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it, and to institute a new system in its place, laying its foundation on such principles and organizing its powers in such form as to them shall seem most likely to affect their future safety and happiness in the new world order that follows. Such has been the patient sufferance of so many untold millions through time, and such is now the necessity which constrains them to alter their former systems of governments and orders. The history of the present and past events is a history of repeated injuries and usurpations, all having in direct object the establishment of an absolute tyranny over entire lives and the destroyer of the natural world around them. We place the failure and assign the blame to all those who have committed the following as crimes against our humanity and to the natural world around us. The testament of these acts are as follows. Not in any particular order, however, of all equal measured importance. For the race discriminations. For the sexual discriminations. For the closed-minded intolerance and bigotry. For the unjust and immoral laws and cultural traditions around the globe. For the limitations in individual life choices and freedoms. For the forced migrations of people, then creating borders to cease them. For the destruction of natural ecosystems. For the extermination of life within the animal kingdom. For the destruction of the atmosphere and pollution of our oceans. For the untold starvation and hardships around the globe. For the lack of care and respect to the thoughts of the individual. For the misappropriated use of resources and treasure. For the endless wars. For the needless loss of life. For the misconduct and misuse of drugs. For the destruction and limitations of works of art. For the control and abuse of media and news. For the gross neglect of the education system. For the destruction to property personal and public. For the construction and use of weapons of mass destruction. For the invention and abuse of a money system. For the invention and abuse of all religion in its entirety. For the greed and corruption of corporations and institutions. For the immoral and controlling laws and traditions that governs entire cultures. For the politicians and leaders that seek their own ends at expense of their people. For the withholding of medical treatments and releasing cures. For the creation of killer biological agents and chemicals. For the harboring of blind faith and invisible gods. For the toleration of acts of terror and injustice. For the neglect of basic human fundamental rights. For the dissemination of false information and bold-faced lies. For the holdback in progress both in technology and in natural evolution. For the abusing of reverse engineering technologies stolen from another world. For the holding captive of beings from another star system. For conspiracy to cover up the facts of life beyond our shores. We pledge to honor and avenge all the mistakes of yesterday. All they who have fallen. All the needs of the many. All the children of tomorrow. All the freedoms of our people. To ensure the human race will evolve and survive into the future. We, the people of United Earth, declare a vote of zero confidence for the current systems of the world. We the people have now risen up against those who have failed us, and we say in one united voice the time for change is about to dawn. We, therefore, the representatives of United Earth, in general forum of our people assembled, appealing to the Supreme Judge of the world for the rectitude of our intentions, do, in the name And by authority of the good people of our planet, as we solemnly publish and declare, we are now totally absolved from all allegiance to the present ties of world order. As free and ready people of united Earth, we now have full power to levy war, conclude peace, contract alliances, establish improved logical and reasoned solutions to the problems we shall now correct, to reform our world into a new order that benefits all of mankind and all the creatures we share it with. For the support of this declaration, with a firm reliance on the protection of our ideals, we mutually pledge to each other our lives, our fortunes and our sacred honor.